This is a good one. Would you rather win two Super Bowls as a role player or make the Hall of Fame with no rings? Let's talk about it. This is a very interesting question because based on the sport or league, my answer would actually vary, right? If it was about the NBA and you had two NBA players, I would take the rings, right? Hands down. Simply because I think in the NBA or in basketball in general, I think one player can impact the game a lot more than a lot of sports. I mean, so for this question, I'm taking the Hall of Fame career with no rings, hands down. I think in the NFL or in football in general, I think rings is much more of a team accomplishment, right, than in the NBA. You know that's true because people don't really use rings in a debate, right? Like I have Dan Marino in my top 10 quarterbacks list. Like for the most part, no one's gonna say, "Oh, you have Dan Marino. He doesn't have a ring." Like that's not a thing. Like I think you see that and hear that oftentimes in the NBA, which makes sense. But NFL, it's more of a team thing. And to expound on that thought, Randy Moss doesn't have a ring. Terrell Owens doesn't have a ring. Calvin Johnson don't have a ring, right? Julio Jones don't have a ring. I mean, these are some of the greatest, receivers we've had in the past, what, 10, 20, 30 years. And the last thing I'll say is this. When you look at the career of Julian Edelman and then Larry Fitzgerald, right? To someone that's a non-casual that actually knows and follows football, who do you think is they're gonna say had the better career or was the better player? Of course, it's Larry Fitzgerald, easily, hands down, right? Hands, it's not even close. I mean, yeah, Julian, he has his rings. I'm sure he's happy about that. But ultimately, man, give me this because this speaks more to my own individual accomplishments than the rings does, right? Let me know in the comment section. Do you guys agree with my logic?